YouTube. We got another one. Nothing but bang. Yo, I wonder how Suzanne feels about that. Oh yeah. Anyways, I'm back, baby. I appreciate everyone hanging out. We got a bunch of people watching the react today live, and we going into some fun stuff. I'm not only a Chinese conspiracist now. I'm worried about life skilling. Yeah, I heard it was scuffed, and we're gonna investigate. We got TeddyTwighlite here. We're gonna drop his deets in the video. I think that he's usually got the newest. He's like the life skilling guy that I watch when I am thinking like, should I do this? And then I watch him and I look at all the work he's doing and I'm like, I should not. But at least I know. Like, you look at, he got a good info. A lot of good info. So let's get right. Okay, I'd like to preface this by saying I did a bunch of life skilling in the beginning of the game, and I've done it all except for like the new mini games for gathering. But I gathered all my C20 Caphras. I was the first person to make a yellow Risplinit destruction zone. I played it when there was no like recipes online, so that part of the game was so much more fun life skilling. It seems a little different now. But let's get into it.
Welcome back to the channel, all about life skilling. My name is Teddy, and because no one has really mentioned the whole life skilling topic when it comes to the state of the game, we're going to go down just how Black Desert is with the whole life skilling, just if it's going to be worth doing.
I just figure y'all are happy.
Start playing the game if you guys are looking into
just chopping trees and shit. You know what I mean?
Black Desert content. Be sure to check out my channel, subscribe, turn on all those notifications, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff that I'm supposed to tell you. And without wasting any more time, let's just jump into it, shall we? When scrolling down YouTube, Reddit, or the forums, it's very apparent just how many issues are very glitchy.
Did you hear his spiel? It's apparent that he's better at fucking YouTube than me. He did that shit fast. Also, I'm gonna change the volume. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. My bad. He did that fast. So he said he's gonna go through life skilling, and he's going to go over it, and he's explaining what he's seeing on YouTube.
Glaring when it comes to Black Desert. I'm not going to say this has any reflection on JJ leaving, because we all know JJ was just the NA CEO. She was basically the head of the content creators, you know, trying to make the game more appealing for other players to jump in. But when it came to the actual decisions that were made, we all know Big Papa J has all control of it. With that being said, this is not going to be a video solely about crying or complaining. I'm not going to try to tell you guys to quit the game or do a boycott or anything of the such. I personally would love to see Pearl Abyss change the...
I am. Today we started the BLACKSTAR Rebellion, boys. Fuck a sovereign weapon, boys. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck 32,000 US dollars per fucking perfect weapon. Fuck that. They can lick the inside of my asshole. That's... Never mind. Anyways, let's get back to this.
The direction and start to focus on going back to the original vision for Black Desert. They claimed it used to be a unique game, and they weren't trying to copy any other game.
Can I say that on YouTube?
Doing their own thing, but more and more, it's starting to feel like another game. I enjoyed Black Desert. It was a fun 8 years, and now it really does feel like there is a lifespan on Black Desert. And sure, I know everyone used to say, oh, Black Desert's dead. It was gonna die on arrival because it was real pay to win and everything. We're still here. We haven't died, but now...
I just unlocked the core memory that because he mentioned 8 years, and like I just realized when they came out they were like, Black Desert is amazing. You'll never... I'm looking at my microphone. You guys think I'm fucking crazy? I swear to God it's here. There you go. Okay. See, I'm not crazy. Fuck you guys. Okay, Black Desert is gonna be fucking amazing. We have 10 years of progression for you fucking idiots. That's what they said. 10 years of progression. And I'm like, and now I'm looking at the timeline. I'm like, Dude, were they like really accurate? Like when we get to 10 years, is it just over? Like, did they not make another 10 years? Did they... It's like, okay, I'm reminded of a joke. Hold on. Doctor gave me, this is the one-liner, the number one-liner everywhere. It's like, yo, man, dude, I couldn't afford to live. I couldn't pay the bill. I couldn't pay the bill. Doctor gave me, but the doctor gave me 6 months to live after I couldn't pay the bill. He said, I'll give you another 6 months. Okay. All right, I'm done. All right.
Now it really does feel like we're dying. And I know I have a lot of you thinking, oh yeah, sure, life skills have always been dying, which is true, but now that the whole entire game feels like it's dying, it's been 2 months since I've talked about life skilling, so it's time we go back and take another look. No one ever mentions life skills, it's always just PvP or PvE. So after all of the quality
Teddy's in Trade Federation? Okay, if you're an OG Trade Federation player, Teddy, I would like to personally apologize. Actually, I'll just do it. My bad about farming you guys a lot on Eden. I want you to know it was just... Every time I got mad at an enhancement, I mean, it happened often. Especially as the GM of the Red Guild, I would take it out on a guild named Trade Federation. And I would tell my guild not to come help. And I would literally go 1v like 50 these guys. Because if you brought more than one, they would run. And I would fight them all with so much gear. I could just one shot 3, 4, 5 at a time. And I'd get so mad every time I failed an enhancement. I go start a personal war. So my bad, Trade Federation. It was a difficult time for me. I never played a game like this. And I didn't know how hard failing enhancing could be. So I should not have chased you around and killed you all at the beginning of the game. So fucking much. Like a lot. It was like a lot. My bad. Anyways. I just saw the guild thing. It's like, oh. They were life skills were so easy to kill in the beginning of the game. It was so easy. No, actually, the funniest part was I was like, it was targeted because I was like the number 2 alchemist. So I was low-key killing the competition. Anyways, I was keeping it busy. I already made my money for the week.
quality of life changes and all of the forum feedback posts that you guys have voted on, Perlibus has heard and has been removing more and more incentive to go out there and life skill. Mastery is currently sitting very broken with being able to hit 2k mastery without even having to use pen manas, which means...
Why is that a bad thing? Pen mana sucks. Why is that a bad thing? Are we first world problem in this? Are we? Okay. Maybe. Yeah, but maybe, yeah. I guess. Yeah, Monos is too hard. You know how they fixed it? You know, yeah, watch what you asked for. Monos is too hard. Don't worry, you can crawl on Monos now. You feel better? Does everybody feel? No one feels better. Not only is the value of everything dropped down, and now you can pay real life money. Yay! Thank goodness.
Means Manos is still a meme item to get. You do it for the lols. Now, it's not just us veterans that have to suffer, it's also the newer player. Imagine you just started the game, you started working on your mastery, you bought all of your gear, or you struggled to tap it up. Imagine you did all of that just for harpooning to find out you don't get anything after +3, making anything past 1200 mastery. No.
Well, I mean, I saw this when harpooning came out. I mean, when mastery came out. And that's why I just never did it. Because it was like you can get this big number, but only like 4 of it works. And then it sucks. Like there was no scaling or no like, Yeah, you're right. You're right, Easy. He's literally explaining the problem with like the system in general. And also, I just want to point out that like who the fuck is harpooning? I was okay. I stole a fucking boat, a guild boat for sorry, stop cussing. Hi YouTube. What's up? Comment and stuff. Yeah, oh my god. I remember to say it, thank God. Dude, I stole a guild boat one time when everybody was sea monster hunting. I stole the Legatum guild boat for over a month, and I was sitting at hotspots with triple floats. Okay? And then I thought to myself, I'm just gonna fish. And I figured out you could make like I think it was over 100 million silver per hour as long as you ran the Vessalencia and factor it all in. I make like 130, 140, but you have to factor in the time that you're running. So it ended up being like 100 million silver per hour. So I would just do it like all day and get a bill. Easy, bro. And imagine just chilling fishing all day. I did that shit for like a month. I sold the on stream. I sold the fishing boat for a month, and we were all just fishing on stream. And that was one of the most fun things I've ever done in Black Desert Online. Because at the time, a billion silver was still a lot of money to get in a day, and you could do it casually and all that. And we got so excited. We're like, "Let's go fish. We'll be fishers, dude. I'll be a fisherman. I'll be a fishing. That's my guy. I'll be the fishing guy." And then I tried to go harpoon. It was fucking garbage, bro. It sucks since the beginning of the game. Like they've never done anything with harpooning at all other than like they added it in as like a meme. I wish fishing was better. They needed to rework fishing years ago.
Null and void. Fishing, on the other hand, that's a little bit different with
Active
having
fishing.
the prize catch fish rate being increased. But when you're out there fishing, you don't really notice the difference.
Bro, if they fixed active fishing and buffed the shit out of it, that would make going into the ocean 10 times better. Right there alone. Think about it. Like half the game would be better. All right, I'm done.
They could buff this so that you catch more prize grade fish if you have more mastery, making mastery more meaningful, but it's been years since they went ahead and nerfed fishing in general. We have our brackets like skilled, beginner, professional, mastery, but once you hit G51 to G100, doesn't have any rewards. And I know that they said that they...
God damn. I haven't cooked in years and I'm a higher level cook than you.
They will work out future rewards and all, but
Goodbye.
It's been several months to almost a full year since I mentioned it, and we haven't gotten any type of reward for going past G51. So that makes life skilling kind of redundant. Sure, yeah, we have a ranking system, but that really doesn't mean much when there is no real incentive to go past G51. It's not like that medal above our head really stands for anything with everyone that's quitting. Now, I know a lot of you guys will be down in the comment section below talking about how this year Jay was focusing on simplifying all the items, but with all those item simplifications came the values of all of the materials dropping.
Fuck, I didn't even realize this, bro. Bro, he's right. You can't go gather like troll blood. Just get like troll blood money. Because like troll money was different than like ox money, or you know what I'm saying? That was part of the life skilling beauty in BDO. It was like, I'm getting blood. It was like, well, what kind of blood are you getting, brother? You can't just willy-nilly just go get blood. Yes, I'm getting blood. No. And then they go try to craft and they figure it out. Ah, man. This is the simplification of like the maths. I was wondering, dude, they actually low-key shit on life skilling. Like, unironically, life skilling is with that shit is probably way more done. Does that help any of the life skills at all? Really? Why would they?
Much like over there on EU, a lot of our materials don't really value much. This makes a lot of our crafting recipes null and void. There's really no reason to make them, and if you do, you're wasting your money, your time, and the materials. At this point, I would suggest just selling the materials flat out on the central market, but with how much the supply is on the central market, there's really no reason to be posting up anything. You can just keep them and hoard them. Which then bleeds over into just how you can get the gear. As a veteran player, you've probably done mob grinding, you have a lot of money there together already, but for a newer player, that could be harder with not being able to make as much money with life skilling, which results in the player having to go out and mob grind, making you not life skill in general. Then we could talk about trading. Active trading was removed, which still has not been entered back into the game. We have no word on it. And as a
All I gotta say is I see the palace, and I just can't wait for his entirely base take, because they removed trading from the game, and then the next thing they gave you, new life skill, everybody. Palace management. Land of the Morning Light 2. Brand new content. Definitely not reskinned.
a little band-aid when Land of the Morning Light Part 2 comes out, we're getting Palace Management. They've completely ignored active trading and decided to give us a whole new version of trading with the Palace Management. We all know this is going to make it more AFK, so all you have to do is transport the goods from the palace all the way out to Balanos, but still, no active trading.
The Palace Management live skill is going to be released with Land of the Morning Light 2. I think it's beautiful. I gotta stop for just a second. The funniest thing about BDO's game is they honestly just they had the best game in the genre. And they could have just released a new expansion with grind spots with some new gear, and it would have been fine. Other than this like Debo crap, then besides that, Land of the Morning Light has been horrible. So between all the Debo crap and Land of the Morning Light, it's absolutely horrible. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, part 2, they managed to piss off the life skillers. This is my best part. The best. So they didn't have to do anything here, and we would have just assumed they're working on something. But instead, they made a new trade life skill that essentially was active trading, but it takes away the bad annoying part. It's actually so poorly thought of. They did not think about how this was going to be receptive by anyways. Like they just, it's like they were like, let's piss off another group of our players. Basically, I guess is what I'm saying. It's insane. My mind is blown by this activity though. Because like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I would look at it.
It's kind of sad that they removed active to give us more of an AFK type of life skill, but with how the state of the game is, it seems like they're moving more towards the type of game where you're only doing mob grinding. Now, when it comes to the materials that can be gathered over there in the new Land of the Morning Light Part 2, I have a feeling it's going to be just like the first part, where the materials can be more effectively gathered on the mainland, disallowing any real motivation to go out and gather on the island. If anything, the second half might just be more of an AFK focus onto the game. Jay did mention that they are working on getting a new tradership to help out trading after they remove the active trade.
So you don't even have to go there to life skill? Wait a minute. So if you don't even go to Land of the Morning Light to life skill, and you don't go there to boss splits? That means you actually just don't go there. I thought life skillers were still good. I guess there's like one hunter there doing the Travolta meme. He's like, you just, huh? Okay, that's just me.
Trading, which they still have not added this so-called Etheria trader to the game. We can see it on the rock salt ingot tooltip, and we can also see it in the BDO Codex database, but yet it is still not added into the game, which I think is going to be coming for the Palace Management. But is it going to be too late for that now? I would ask Korea to go ahead and comment down below if you guys have gotten it, but I'm pretty sure you guys haven't even gotten the new tradership either, which is kind of ridiculous considering Korea is used as the test bed for every new update that we get. With all the lack of material value, this leaves a handful of activities that will still make you at least a little bit of money. Horse training is okay, but with them giving out the free dreams, it kind of really ruined a lot of people's journey to get their first dream. And
I didn't even. Look. As a PvPer, this is what I thought about when they gave out T9s. I was like, finally, you idiots have a reason to not, or don't have a reason to not have a Peggy. You better click Peggy or you're done for in my guild. That was, GM, you know? It's like, don't mess with me, man. Horse better fly. And so, I didn't even think about the horse trading market. Every time they... The more he talks about life skilling, the more dead I realize it is. I can't stop laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. Oh my god. Okay, this is why. Okay, so they killed alchemy for years ago when they put the alchemy stones that came out in Kama Sylvia were spirit stones. And the best thing to do was craft an alchemy stone. Spirit stones were like a temporary alchemy stone that was way better than like a sharp on average. So why would you buy like the sturdy alchemy stones everyone used to buy? Ruined it.
Giving out that second dream kind of killed that whole mythic journey. Now we can just go ahead and smash the two that we chose together for a free
life
mythic.
skilling foresight.
Harpoon fishing is in the worst state that it could possibly be in. Obviously, with it being included with fishing. Processing, you kind of lose out a lot of money when processing down the materials because, again, the material value is kind of low. There are materials that you can do. Don't let me tell you that all of the materials are kind of valued lower. There are some. You'll just have to check out bdolytics.com to see which ones are still worth doing. Alchemy, we all know, got nerfed, or it's not even valuable to go and make any of the elixirs. It's just something that you do when you personally need your elixirs when you're
the harmonies. Once again, quality of life. Huh. So basically all the quality of life stuff they've done for the last year is it just got rid of the entire life skilling in the game. Because if you don't need 7 types of blood, why am I gonna go gather all these cool little things? You know what I mean? That's an example, but you guys see what I'm saying. It takes away from the... I never thought about it. I was already not a life skiller, so I was just like, maybe they'll like that. I don't know. Damn.
you're out there grinding.
Everybody's
Cooking
hating
is
Jay
a
right now.
complete travesty with them nerfing it back in the day. And
Nice
yeah, I know
simplification,
that
Jay.
the Imperial crates will make a lot of money, but let's really think about it. Is the money that you make for the Imperial cooking crates really that worth it? Especially compared to mob grinding. Sailing is a complete joke,
No, I
even
don't
with
even
them
turn 'em in.
raising up the rates around Balanos Island and Morgoria. And obviously, bartering, you have to have the character to really do bartering. Anything other than that is a chore, and it's kind of very, very annoying. Even with them decrease the amount of materials needed to craft up your Etheria sailboat or the frigate. And then we have hunting. I think hunting is the only one that has not gotten any type of nerfs so far. Hunting does feel pretty good and will probably be the only type of life skill that will make you money, which is really, really sad. I don't want to have to resort to only doing one type.
It looks so cool. Would he blast it? Have I just never sniped before? Or is that like...
Type of life skill to make money, or just resort to
Dang.
mob grinding. As for
I never
fishing,
have.
fishing still has no love. Fishing is still broken. Fishing is still nerfed. Fishing will still not make you as much money as mob grinding or just logging in after not being online for several months. Gotta love those returning adventurer
Damn,
bonuses,
he's
right?
right.
Let's be real. When it comes to life skilling, you kind of have to have the immersion, the incentive to go out and continue gathering, continue building.
They need to make fishing great again. Dude, I would love to go back to Kazarka, and we could just be a fishing guild. No cap. We'll just me and Otha. We'll just get a couple guild boats. I'll let him have the big one. He's got like a thing. Um, and we'll just go fish. You know what I mean? And oh my god.
Up your gear or anything of the such. Without it, you're really not wanting to do your gathering and your crafting.
I want the big one, Otha.
Black Desert used to have a unique
Sorry.
feel when it came to gathering and crafting, just the whole variety of life skills, the different activities that you could do.
We can discuss
just the overall feeling like you were living in a fantasy world. Over the years, that vision has been lost with just focusing more and more on mob grinding zones, anything to do with combat, and life skilling has been phased out. When it comes to the overall feel of Black Desert, it's lost it. No one's logging in to turn in their Imperials anymore. A lot of people are logging in, getting their login bonus, logging out. If there's an event, they'll log in for the event and log out, and a lot of people are just quitting the game. Now, I don't mean the newer players. The newer players are relatively enjoying the early game to mid game grind with their life skilling. It's not until you finally start hitting that 2K bracket and you're realizing that you can make more money with your mob grinding that you start to lose interest in your life skill. And I'm not saying that's everyone. It's just Prolibus is designing their game to be that way. The market is getting way too saturated with way too many materials from everyone quitting, dumping all their goods. A lot more of our life skilling gear is being posted with everyone quitting, and just the overall population, you can see the difference. When it comes to an MMO, the less population you have, the less people that you can play with, you're not going to be able to do all those fun activities. A single player game, it's not going to be really that bad with the popularity going straight down after a week or playing, but with an MMO, you have to rely solely on those players, and without the players, gathering and crafting is just not really fun. I mean, who are you gathering for? Who are you going to craft for? I mean,
Okay, first of all, his pet is named Snowflake. That's adorable. Also, you can't trade in this game, so them messing up the recipes in the market for something immediately makes all of life skilling suck. Because basically it's all about like a money simulation thing. It's kind of weird, right? So at that point, it's about whose is bigger, the life skilling versus gear grinding question.
Other than doing it for yourself, there's really no incentive. The life skilling events that they normally give out are pretty lackluster. I played several games where not only has there been several events geared towards life skilling, but there has been
You guys get events?
Group life skilling activities that you could partake in. Several. It seems like in Black Desert, Prolibus just decided to haphazardly include life skilling in your mob grinding event. And I think what doesn't help with the events is the fact that they give out several event items for increasing our mastery, allowing us to hit that 2K mastery without having to enhance any of our gear further than, say, Tri-Manos or Tet-Manos. Maybe instead of giving out all of these mastery buff items, they should just focus on either allowing us to actually make money with life skilling or giving us more materials to do our enhancing. It only took them 8 years to go and get us enhancing material box for life skilling, I might add. Killing the mobs and getting the seals would be great, but when I can do the same thing AFK fishing, it really doesn't help out with the population. And that moves into the whole subject of Prolibus making Black Desert more of an AFK type of game. I get it. If you have players that are AFKing in your game, it makes your numbers seem like there are more active players than there really are, but come on, are they
I mean, I, I think this is one of the most base takes I've ever heard from TeddyTwighlite, and I like it. He is not happy. He is not happy at all. He had a list, boys. Boys, I know I got one. Let me look. Oh, look, they're over here. Look, okay. He's like me. He's like, boys, I got a list. Okay, I'm going in. You know what I mean? Like, he had notes. He had notes before he did this video. He was like, okay, this is where they effed up. Okay, and I can show it. What's up, Kilby?
They
This
really
is
act the
crazy.
players when they're sitting around Velia Beach just AFK fishing, or whenever you want to post another AFK fishing event. It's not really active play when you can just minimize your game and walk away. Life skilling is in a weird spot. There's no reason to go out and get gear, and now there's no reason to even bother playing the game. I mean, come on, we can't talk about anything life skilling without mentioning all of the Pearl Shop items. Unfortunately, unlike with mob grinding and PvP, life skilling still requires you to buy all 3 of the subs. I know most games have 1 sub, but that will run you around $40 USD each month. We're not talking about $15 or $10, nothing like that. No, we are talking about $40, a price of a
Damn.
brand new game we're paying for a sub. If you want to be comfortable while life skilling, you could do all of this game free to play. You don't
Was that Throne and Liberty that was $40? Teddy, you dog. I was like subliminal. I was like, that was like, by the way, look. Throne and Liberty. $40. But
don't have to bother putting in
I
any
spend that much
type of
on my
money
fucking
for pearls to get
BDO
any of your
bullshit.
life skilling costumes, pets, or anything life skilling related, but you are getting less materials than others. Your central market sales tax, the different slots that you do unlock for having your value pack, your Kama's blessing, and the secret book of the old moon. Just keep that in mind. You will be at a severe disadvantage if you are not wanting to spend the money. If you want to do mob grinding or PvP, don't worry. They'll give you free pearl items every month and during events. So
True.
you should be able to gear up and get ready within the first week or month of playing. Life skilling is still forced to spend as much money as you possibly can. Now, I'm not going to say that Black Desert is dead. Obviously, the servers are still online. We can still play the game.
I mean, he just said it's dead. But only if you life skill. Alright, never mind. Okay, no, it's only dead if you PvE grind. I like the devil market. Okay, even the devil market's screwed. Just nothing. Okay, every market's screwed. Okay, well, how about the PvP? Oh, the PvPers. Yeah. We're super happy. That's right. Ah. This is fine. I'm sure that, yeah, he's right. The servers are online. He is so based right now. Dude, he just hit us with the subconscious. Like, he hit us with the actually, the servers are online. So it is not dead. However, there was not a happy player upon the masses.
It's just Black Desert is in a very, very weird state. No, they are not going to listen to us. No, you can post up on the feedback forum and nothing will be done. It's already been proven. We've already talked about it. Every content creator for Black Desert has mentioned this time and time again. I understand this. It's just with the way everything is going, life skilling is kind of not in a good place. place for Black Desert. I enjoyed life skilling. I enjoyed just having another thing to do other than mob grinding or dungeons, raids, everything that you would do in a normal MMO. Black Desert was unique. It had a nice little spin on things. It made you really feel like you were
This
living in
shirt
the
is cool.
world. Now it feels like a watered
He's
down
cooler than me, I
wannabe
think.
Maple Story without the
Actually, I'm positive.
success of Maple Story. Let me know if this is a bad take. If you guys don't agree with me, I'm curious. I want to know down in the comments below. If you guys do agree with me, let me know too. Leave a like, all that good stuff that I'm required to tell you.
This is
And if you
adorable.
guys do enjoy the game, keep an eye out on the population. Make sure your server is at least a little active to be able to do something. The guild you're in is active. Try to enjoy it as best as you can. The game will still be here. The game will always be here. Nothing will kill it other than Prolibus killing their own game, which, I mean, come on, Crimson Desert is coming out, which is probably going to be better than Black Desert, but the game is still here. Enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Keep gathering out there, everyone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'll be honest here. I'm gonna go into my final thoughts as the end. I'll be honest, I thinking about why I stopped life skilling, they made it even worse. They've added a couple mini games to try and appease you, but they essentially have never touched life skilling. They messed up all the markets on every single thing in the entire game. And if the whole point of this game is to grind and get money for gear, then nobody's happy. Not the PvEers, not the people grinding. The devil market's flooded. Not the life skillers, evidently. And the PvPers are like, this is fine. All my friends left, my guild died. Divios just wrote a 90-minute manifesto how PA can go themselves. Exactly, dude. I'm speechless. I did think the life skillers were having fun. And